There's $22 million in federal funds up for grabs for people in Atlanta who've fallen behind on their rent or mortgage payments during the course of the COVID-19 pandemic. And you don't have to pay any of that money back. But the people overseeing the program say most people don't know the help is available. Caitlin Ross explains.
The CARES Act created a moratorium on evictions until December 31st of this year. But once that deadline hits, people who owe the back payments will have to pay up in full.
Some people would rather be evicted than come, just out of fear of being jailed.
This applicant said some people struggling through the COVID-19 pandemic might not want to admit they need help. Others just don't believe they can get $5,000 and give nothing in return.
People are like, is this a fluke? And we're like, no, this is really true. This is really, there's money, there's assistance.
Tamika Askew is the Westside Empowerment Program Manager for the nonprofit Chris 180 and spends her time walking people through the application process.
I think people have that stigma of it's just lower income. No, it's all of us that have been impacted by COVID.
They started going out to low-income apartment complexes when they realized no one was applying for the program that can help with back rent, mortgages, and utilities.
Very few of us could, even with a good job, pay 4 or 5 months of arrears in rent at one time. So we are really worried about the problem. We would love people to apply.
Proteep Biswas is the Vice President for Homelessness at United Way Atlanta and admits there are barriers to apply. It's difficult to upload all the information needed by smartphone, and people need to provide a lot of documentation. But he says this program is offering real relief.
The money doesn't go to the family, it actually goes to pay your rent.
They say people are so relieved to learn help is available.
We've had people that have really become emotional, that have just started crying and are just so grateful.
There are a lot of different ways people can access this program. It's the first thing you'll see if you go to the United Way of Atlanta's website. You can also call the city at 211 directly.
Caitlin, it's great that they are visiting apartment complexes, but what if someone doesn't live at one of these sites where volunteers are signing people up?
Yeah, that's a great question. They're actually holding open enrollment at the Loudermilk Center. They'll be there 6 days a week, walking people through the process. We'll put up the schedule of when they'll be there to help on 11alive.com.
All right, Caitlin, a lot of people could get assistance. That's great.